All right. All right, there it is. All right, this is episode 2 now because technically the last episode 1.5 we're still trying to figure everything out. But welcome all to episode 2 of Media Marauders. This is Maximo. We have King.
Hello?
We got Nigel.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Am I showing up?
Yeah, you got you, bro. We got Palmer.
Team Kakarot, baby.
And we got Mr. Thomas if you're nasty.
How y'all doing?
All right, last episode was fun. We were able to distinguish ourselves to an extent. Like you can only speak so much about yourself. Action better through words, I guess, but I guess this is all just words. Anyways, we are now on episode 2 of Media Marauders, and there's another discussion that we feel very strongly about, at least some of us do. Specifically, Mr. Palmer has a very interesting topic that he's brought up to us multiple times outside of Media Marauders. And I think a lot of people have a huge opinion about this, but just it's never been broached. It's never been brought up to an extent where, oh, shit, you know what? That's actually true. So, Mr. Palmer, what is the topic that you would like to speak on today?
Goku is a good dad. I was surprised to think that people thought he was a bad dad. But I have some experts in Hampton Roads that are experts in being bad dads that can attest to this.
Hampton Roads.
Okay. Well, all right, first. This is definitely going to become a debate because we in this room feel very strongly, or not even just strongly, just affronted by this actual topic. I will try to mediate and not give my opinion as much as I would like to, but we are pretty much all against Palmer in this. We are all pretty much going against Palmer in this specific topic. So,
Excellent.
Palmer,
Y'all skipped episodes. Yeah.
so, all right, and this is one thing that Media Marauders is all about. We all are just riffing. This is what we do. This is the word of the fucking week. I've been using it all week. We are all basing off the top. This is freestyling off the top. So for the ones that actually are so ready to be a part of this as well and comment and yell at us and tell us, no, you fucking stupid, this shouldn't be it. You will have your due justice in the comment section. You are not a part of this. This is us right now. So, Mr. Palmer, being that you are the only one that feels this strongly, please express. Let's start this off with Mr. Palmer. Go ahead.
Hey, I took a poll earlier. I told everybody I needed their energy. All right, so it's not just me. All right, we're ready.
The spirit ball already ready.
Okay.
At the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, what is Goku doing? He is doing this in his intro. He is on the Nimbus with his son Gohan.
Okay.
So he was being a dad, right? And he was in his child's life. So what happens? Raditz, his brother, takes Gohan. And what does Goku do? He goes after his son. He's a man going after his son. He recruits his enemy to go help him go after his son. You know how desperate you gotta be to do that? So and then he dies, right? So when he goes absent, you know, he has a lot to think about. And this is where I go to, I think he has a problem mentally. He had a problem from the beginning because he fell on his head, and that's why he wasn't a bad person. And he was, you know, he was a little loopy, right? So after he died, this is his second traumatic experience. And we could talk about all the minor ones of watching his friends die. Some of them, like Krillin, have already died and come back. So now he's dead, and now he's coming back. So when he comes back to Earth, can he be a dad at the same capacity? No, he can't be a dad at the same capacity because he's thinking about, well, who else is out here? And guess what happens? As soon as he comes back, fucking Vegeta comes with Nappa and kills his friends. So, you know, to say he's absent because he liked to fight and all this, it bothers me because he's scared. He's traumatized. Like, he think like, you know, I can't even sleep. I got to keep training. And as we saw the series go on, you know, androids came. He got a freaking heart attack. Dude, Goku is suffering from a traumatic experience where he feels like he has to constantly train because he doesn't know who is out there. Nobody gave him any psychiatric help. Yeah, nobody did that for him. All they did was give him a witch with a ball and some Dragon Balls. That's all he knows how to do. He has no education, no job, none of that stuff. So Goku is being the best dad he can at his capacity because, like I said, he's uneducated. He's fell on his head. He's gotten beat up. Like boxers, if they fight too much, they start to slur their words. Goku was taking world beater blows. He's a retarded dad doing the best he can.
Okay, Mr. Palmer, you have definitely brought up the subject, and you made some pretty good points. So not to cut you off, but let's go ahead and hear the other side, real quick. Hold everything you have right now, but let's go ahead and hear the other side. Any one of you gentlemen would like to jump in? Go ahead, raise your hand. Do what you got to do. Just jump.
I like to start off with. Those are not good reasons. Mr. Thomas. Like, think about it now. Goku dies. Yeah, that could be traumatic. But he enjoys fighting. Like, this dude enjoys fighting. Like, it's nothing to do with who might come and kill his friends. His friends die, and he doesn't really care about some of them. Only friend that died he cared about was Krillin. And after that, Yamcha? He didn't care about Yamcha. Tien? He was like, nah, he don't have time. Tien beat him up. He don't care about Tien either.
He didn't ask about Chelsea. I forgot about that. Yamcha, Tien.
Who is that motherfucker? All right, my bad. Go ahead.
See, Goku won't care about his friends. He was like, well, Krillin, because the way Krillin died in front of him, he felt a type of way. But after that, Goku's just been chasing after fights. Like, after he found out that there was a guy stronger than him, and he found out that Saiyans have this innate ability to fight, and he gets stronger even if he gets killed, fighting's been life. He don't even like doing his work. Like, he doesn't even like, his wife, go make some money. Goku would rather take money from a dude than work for his family.
Broke his motherfucker. All right.
Just to add to what Chris was saying, though, Mr. Palmer, you brought up a good subject about him dying, and then about wanting to save the world and wanting to get the help of Piccolo and some other ones. But you put in consideration, he was a father at that point in time because he had to be one. He couldn't be like, oh, fuck Gohan, I'm not gonna go save him. I mean, at that point in time, you understand it. I get it too. But then
he's
you put
all
in
right,
consideration.
kid, but nah, go ahead.
But then you put in consideration, and when he went to Namek, he didn't take Gohan with him. He put Gohan specifically in danger. He took him to a different planet to attempt to help, where he actually did nothing. He was trying to save him.
Technically, Gohan, when it came to the Namekian point of the arc, Gohan accepted that role without anyone. Chi-Chi was the only one that said, no, my baby boy ain't going to go out to Namek. Goku was like, all right, go ahead, have a good time. Like, Gohan already put himself in that situation to be like, yeah, I'll go with you, Krillin and Bulma.
And as a father, I would have had to say, son, you're not old enough for this. You keep yourself home. It's not like that saying where I can't protect the world and you at the same time. I'm not going to set my son out there to die on a battlefield and be like, all right, you can do this. In my mind, that's just a bad fatherhood move right there. I need someone to carry on my lineage. At that point in time, I should have kept his ass home.
All right.
Question.
All right, go ahead.
Wasn't Goku like incapacitated when they made that decision to go to Namek?
No, he was not. He was bandaged. He was heavily bandaged. He was heavily injured because they didn't have any Senzu beans ready. Sorry.
Yeah. There was a reason why he went late on his own spaceship. Do you guys remember that reason why?
Yeah, from the KOK. The KOK messed him up.
Uh-huh. Yeah, fucked him up. He was waiting for his Senzu beans to be replanted. It takes a long time for Master Korin to make a Senzu bean, so he had to wait until they were planted again. And at that time he only had 5 beans planted within 6 months. I think it was 4 or 5 months he had to wait.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it took, I think, from Earth to Namek, it took about 6 months. I mean, it took like 5. I think I remember it being almost half a year to get there,
Okay. I
if I
got you.
remember correctly. And this
I
is me
just-
going off from the manga anime shit.
Okay. I just didn't remember if he was involved in that decision on who went to Namek. Because it was Bulma, it was Krillin, it was Gohan. I think that was it.
Yeah,
I
it
will
was
give
just
him
them
that because he's not a thinker. I will give it
At all.
someone else made that decision. So,
at all.
It wouldn't be a show if he could think. Shit. 'Cause that.
Oh, you agree on that though?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Because he's doing the best at his capacity. Like if somebody has a low IQ, which he has a low regular IQ, but he has a high fighting IQ, just like some people have high emotional intelligence, and they have regular intelligence. I think he makes the best decisions that he can. Because I think he's borderline retarded. I'm positive. Because what he did with
Is that what you
Cell.
said?
That's a trope though. I think that's a normal trope within or at least early trope for anime characters where you're a dumbass but you're smart as fuck when it comes to tactics and strategy when it comes to battle. Because Naruto is almost on that same wavelength. Naruto is almost a little brother of Goku when it comes to that shit.
plus, when he hit adult, he got some smarts on him.
You talking about who, Naruto?
Right.
Yeah.
You got to picture Naruto was a teenager, like 10 years old, going to the teens. Then he became older and became better as a person, father. Goku was already full grown.
Yeah.
Isn't he like 60 years old? But apparently Saiyans just don't.
A little older than everybody else, but
Yeah, Saiyans don't. Their cells don't age as quick as humans do.
Mm-mm.
So technically, Vegeta's older than Goku. Vegeta's almost hitting 70, and he looks like he's 20.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
That's like, all right, okay, but
Goku don't
all
care
right,
about
so,
his family.
but you know what?
Goku don't care about his family.
I really don't.
Palmer. Go
All right,
ahead, Palmer.
I take some exceptions to some of these things that you're saying, because if we watch through these movies, let's say Tree of Might,
Oh shit!
when Goku gets way more animated after he sees his friends on the ground. It happens almost every single movie. He looks, his friends try to help him out. He looks, and he turns up like he fights people outside. He's fighting for his friends.
And his son is definitely in the mix. Isn't Gohan in there too?
And Tree of Might,
He's young, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
gonna have to watch
Gohan's
that
in there.
movie again.
I'm not sure Toriyama took any parts of those though.
No, that's why a lot of the sorry, I don't mean to get hyped. But a lot of the old Dragon Ball Z movies were not directed by Toriyama. He gave the green light for them, but most of them were not green lit. I think there's only a select few, but I do know Battle of the Gods. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Battle of the Gods was one of the first movies that Toriyama was a part of.
Wow. Well,
I think it was the newer stuff when he started becoming part of the movies. When he started actually liking Dragon Ball again.
Yeah.
you know what?
Because he go ahead.
My
bad.
No. I was like, ooh. All right. When it comes about, because I'm hearing he doesn't care about his family, he doesn't care about his friends. When it comes to not caring about the family, my only issue with that is everybody has different abilities on how they can raise their family. Some things you're just better at. There's some women who choose to be stay-at-home wives, and so they are 100% at taking care of the house, they'll take care of bills, as far as organization, kids and all that stuff, and raising all that stuff. Whereas the men, let's say, if he, he goes to work all the time, let's say he puts 80 into work and 10 in his family. I mean, that's probably going to, in another 10 to, other things, it's probably going to get him divorced. But the thing is, we put different energies depending on what role we have. His role is more so protector. So that's the thing.
Chi makes it a point.
But you don't want to protect anything.
No, I'm saying though, Chi
protects the earth. His family on the earth.
Bro, all right, but look, Chi has always put
there.
Chi has always told Goku, "You got to make this money for this house." While I'm here taking care of your son, and I got this, that, and the third. Even though she's a fucking princess of Fire Mountain, and her father's the fucking Ox King. Why do we need this much money if your father's the fucking king? Why are we? All right, but anyway,
His son married into a rich family. She wants him to work, and he just doesn't want to work.
Right.
What she wants.
He wouldn't marry into a rich family if he wanted to work. Like, he could pipe lots of women, especially with those abilities, and he's a fair-looking Saiyan.
but
He
that's
got
other
tricked
part-
into getting married.
I think she.
Yeah, that's right.
Married.
It was a trick.
wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He got tricked into getting married. He ain't about no kids.
All right, but let's get back. All right,
Oh.
so we definitely know that going off from Bruno and Mr. Thomas, we know that Goku really centers around his fighting spirit.
Mhm.
And as a Saiyan, it's ingrained in Saiyans, and it hasn't been disproven. It's been shown in the Broly movie, the most recent Broly movie, which is probably the best Dragon Ball Z movie, and I'll stand on that ledge as well, that Saiyans are, and they're almost animalistic. They're very prone to fighting. They're very prone to destroying and being stronger, being the biggest, baddest motherfucker in the block, right? So, is it his fault? Should he be fighting against human planet Earth standards of what a father is because of how he's how he's designed? Should we blame him for that?
Oh, wow. Wow. That's what I'm saying.
By
He's
bringing up
the
the
best.
Broly movie, you enter in Goku's father, who sent his son away from danger, where Goku sent both of his kids into danger.
But if
Yeah.
all right, but look, if you read the manga, or at least I think it's a short from Toriyama, it was supposed to be like a loose based off what went on in Planet Vegeta. How Bardock was a dick. Bardock's an asshole, bro. He doesn't give a fuck about any of his kids. These Saiyans are just known to procreate and then just keep it moving like animals. Like they're not supposed to. Go ahead.
Which iteration of Bardock?
I'm talking about it's a manga that Toriyama made. Like I said, it's loosely based off how Saiyans are supposed to be, and Bardock. It shows how Bardock, because the first child is Raditz, and as soon as he impregnates, I think the mother's name is Jeannie or Johnny.
Yeah,
Jeannie?
something like that.
Something, right? As soon as he impregnates her, most Saiyans, as soon as they impregnate a female Saiyan, they keep it moving. Like we don't need any other reason to interact with each other. We impregnate, keep it moving, and that's it.
Well,
Go ahead.
Oh, in the Broly movie though, he actually cares about Goku,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But he's still a shit father because no, he's still a shit father because what's up with Raditz? Where's Raditz?
Raditz already off on a mission.
Oh.
He didn't even know where Raditz was.
Off on a mission doing it. He figured
He did not
Raditz
know
okay
that. Jeannie or whatever her name is said that shit.
So are we saying it's a family issue that he doesn't care about Gohan too because Bardock didn't care about him?
I still think
I'm trying to figure it out because at the end of the day, like I said, there are different points you can bring up about Goku not caring about Gohan, or even him being a good father to Gohan. I think if we use the most, I guess, in my opinion, a good version of this would be where Gohan goes from being serious to all of a sudden being a goofy ass person on Earth. Goku could have easily pulled him aside and tapped him on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, don't put that goofy ass suit on, man. Don't do that to us, Goku. Don't do that to us, Saiyan."
he has telepathy.
He could have done that. He really could have done that, man. But Gohan decided to go off and be all goofy. Why? Because his father was there by his side to let him know, don't put the underwear on top of your head, man. Don't put that helmet. Do it.
But what did Goku say at the end of Dragon Ball Z at the Buu saga? They were going to wish him back. He said, "Hey guys, I don't think it's a great idea because I'm kind of a target." So he started to get some type of idea. Like, I just finished Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and this is what happened. So he does care about his family to a degree.
The reason he's the target is because he doesn't want DFAS coming to get him. That's the reason why.
Crazy. I think it has a lot to do with his Saiyan genes. Why he doesn't. I don't think he's neglectful. I think we're really focused on the neglectfulness or the he's too loose with his parenting.
But then when they explain Vegeta, then
Vegeta punched Trunks in the gut.
But he's very
but to
protective
save
of
his son.
But he's very protective of his family. He wouldn't even leave before one of his kids was born. Goku was like, "Let's peace out."
but then all right. Okay, all right, Palmer, what can you say about that? Exactly what Mr. Thomas was saying. Do you have? Because I might have something. You want me to take it?
Yeah, please.
I think where even though I introduced the fact that Saiyans are ingrained to just be battle-driven and like animals, technically, that's how Frieza always looked at them as. But to us, they're just battle-hungry brutes. Like if we were to just look into a Saiyan and what their ancestry was with the Ozai apes or whatever they called. Ozaru. Sorry, excuse me. Thank you, Ozaru. They've always been seen as just battle-hungry individuals. So when Goku comes down, and we're going to use the iteration from Dragon Ball where he bumps his head, because there hasn't been any kind of retcon from that, where he bumps his head as he lands, or no. He lands, then Grandpa Gohan picks him up out of the pod, and then accidentally drops him because he's fighting him, trying to contain him, and bumps his head, and then that changes his whole mental process.
He forgets the mission that was ingrained in him. He was sent there to like destroy the Earth or whatever, take it over.
Yeah, because
bumped his head, forgot the mission, and then that's when Gohan started teaching him how to be a human to an extent.
So within that moment of him being a Saiyan and what he's programmed to do, and that transition from bumping his head and becoming what human standards are acceptable on Earth, maybe there's a disconnect there for Goku. That's why he's a bad father. Because he trusts his sons enough that they can handle their own battles, because his Saiyan side is telling him, bro, you're strong enough to handle this. But then you have the side of us being like, nah, man, they shouldn't be a protector of Earth at 10 years old. That's not cool. That's not a good flex. That shouldn't happen. So
I'll go back to Vegeta. when his son that he didn't even really know, because he didn't have a kid yet, showed up and got beat down by another person, he felt the type of way about that. Goku smiled as that same guy beat one of his kids in front of him.
But even though Goku smiled, he was thinking that he's just going to get stronger and get back up anyway. He needs to get hit so he can get stronger, so he can show his Saiyan pride. That's why I think Goku viewed that. And I also think Goku's father, Bardock, like really loved him too. That's why he sent them out there. Like, I don't really think that. I mean, I hear you. I don't really think he had that fighting pride in him, but at the same time, I still think he cared more than Goku cared currently, because Goku just wants to fight and get stronger.
Yeah, I also like how we neglect that Vegeta straight kicked his son, and so he could let Cell power up. Like, it was a strong kick. Like, his son hit the ground. Did he need a Senzu bean or what? So yeah, Goku smiled as his son was getting stronger.
That was still Imperfect Cell, right? Imperfect, when they got out the hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wanted him to get stronger.
Cell played for Vegeta's, his Saiyan pride. He knew what he was doing. Cell knew what he was doing. He was like, if I get that pride overrun, Vegeta's gonna not get in the way. Goku's pride is easier to get overrun. He was like, yo, I can get stronger by kicking this rock and killing all these people. And Goku might be like, you know what? Throw my kids in with it.
Yeah.
Rebuttal. I need a rebuttal for that shit so bad.
What did Goku say at the power of tournament of power? He was saying he was going to protect his friends, and his power comes from his friends, right? His family, all those people were up there watching. Yep. And Jiren was like, "That's your source of power," and he throws the daggone, Kai blast at her, and Goku gets upset, and he stops the blast from coming from destroying his friends and family up there. So, as we are right now in the show, Goku cares about his family and friends. And if we were in the manga, which I don't want to spoil for people,
please don't.
So ahead.
Yeah, it's different at that point. They do diverge.
Yeah, he's caring. So because you guys haven't read the manga, you guys don't know, but this is different Goku for y'all.
Yeah.
I think parents in general in anime has always been misrepresented. So it's always been, well, I mean, like I said, speaking on Goku, because I am on the fence, even though I usually just stay on, because I have a new appreciation for Vegeta, but I forgot that Vegeta is a dick. He's a dick.
Both are.
They both are. No, Goku is a dick that doesn't even realize he's being a dick. That's when we can give him the benefit of the doubt and teach him. But Vegeta straight up, nah, I know I'm a dick and that's okay. Nah, bitch, it
I'm
ain't.
gonna stay that way.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like he knows himself. That's the whole point of who Vegeta is. He's very stubborn. Go ahead.
I want to put out Majin Vegeta versus Goku. They both almost killed everybody.
They did.
Got in their way.
They did.
But
Majin Vegeta was only after power. He didn't care about anybody else but power. He just wanted to beat the crap out of Goku. And then at the very end, when he realized everything was going to crap, he was like, "Okay, I need to atone."
But
that was his turning point.
I think
before. Oh.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say before that fight started, Vegeta killed a whole stand of people.
Yep.
Off rip.
Hell yeah.
The Kai tried to get in front of Goku, and Goku almost killed the Kai because he tried to stop him. So.
Oh, I gotta see that part again. I don't remember that.
Yeah, Goku won't. He's like, yo, if you don't move, he's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So they both kind of have that attribute.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, isn't that a part of their saying? Like, that's that warrior spirit. That Saiyan warrior spirit.
Yep.
So
because it was strong.
I think that shit's ingrained, bro. That shit's ingrained. So I feel like when Goku does some unfatherly shit, like you shouldn't blame your lineage or your heritage, or I think there's something there still chemically saying wise. We're definitely going deep into it, but I'm just saying, like,
I've been waiting to hear a good point on how he's a bad father, and I haven't heard it. I know y'all y'all are saying he's being neglectful because he's going off and fighting.
That's a bad father, bro.
Okay, but granted, you say it's a bad father, but if the earth is being threatened, which his family lives on, and you have the power to protect the earth, why would you not step up?
Do we need to bring up the end of the Cell saga?
Well, when he took Cell away and blew up on King Kai's planet?
And then expected his son to take over his lineage? When he can easily.
Why not?
So first of all.
But listen. We saw what was going on in the hyperbolic time chamber when they were training. He saw his son's potential.
Of course.
And as Saiyan is saying, they can.
His 11-year-old son. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
11.
They can sense the potential of the other fighters, other Saiyans. Same thing with Broly. He saw that in his son, and he had confidence that he was better than everybody else. Was he wrong?
No.
Oh, that was a complete abusive
What
situation.
would have happened if he wasn't strong enough?
I'm sorry?
I was
What would
like,
have happened if he wasn't strong enough?
You saying
The
what
work would have been done.
if he wasn't strong enough, Goku was going to step in. He had an epiphany. Piccolo talked him out of it. He was like, "Oh, he's losing." You know what I mean? And I think Goku was going to step in, but right before that happened, that's when Cell spit out the Cell Juniors and it started attacking everyone else, and that was the trigger that made him flip.
Because Cell knew that Gohan had also had that hidden potential to be
I don't
better.
think he knew it. He was just trying to figure out ways how to bring it out of him.
Well, he didn't know from Namek.
No, that's the thing. Remember, he
Those
wasn't
are just
living
little hints. Those are just little hints that people saw. You know, they're like, he's got something in him. But right before Cell spit out the Cell Juniors, Goku did have an epiphany, and he was about to step in. I don't know if y'all remember that or not.
I don't. I gotta watch it again.
I'll pull it up.
You better show that video.
And you can see Goku's expression change. He was about to go step in.
But I would say Goku took away his son's happiness so he could get angry and win against Cell. Gohan was a happy child. Goku was like, nah.
Yeah,
like most happy people have a horrible demon inside of them, though. So that we know that by anime.
Yeah, but Goku brought that. He Gohan goes and starts living as a professor. Goku Nah,
That's
I'm
cheating.
gonna have to
That's
turn on the
cheating.
power. Go get angry
all
again.
day.
That was
cheating all
cheaty,
day.
though.
Don't say that, man.
Does anyone remember how long Goku was away? How long was he dead? Because he wasn't around when Goten was born, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was like
He
7
Nah,
wasn't
yeah, he
years.
around when
wasn't around
Goku
for
was born at
Goku.
all, right?
He was gone for 6 years. I think Goten was 6 years old by the time Goku saw him.
Goten didn't even know what he looked like until
And
didn't know him.
he only came back because of the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he missed all of Gohan's childhood, and then he missed the birth of Goten, which we have not even named Goten yet in this whole conversation. So Goten never knew his father. So when he showed up, he was like, "Daddy's home." He was like, "I don't know this nigga." I just
Bro.
But my rebuttal to that is the fact that
so
Goku was
he
gone
didn't even
because
try to like
of
take
all-
Goten and throw a baseball. He didn't take him to the theaters. He didn't want to show. He didn't want to fly him around.
I hate
so
you.
But I think that Goku left though because he was bringing death and destruction to Earth.
that was the reason.
That was the reason because he
That
kept
was the reason.
attracting danger.
We understand
So he
that,
left.
but he waited until he came back for a tournament.
What was that danger for that tournament?
Piccolo
It was already there without Goku, though. That danger was already there without Goku for that tournament. Spofovich, whatever that motherfucker's name is, and the other bald short guy were destroying shit. Regardless of Goku being there or not, they're going to be there.
That said, he didn't want to attract more danger. That's what I'm thinking. He didn't want to attract more danger. Because he didn't know they were there when he left.
If he was so strong, though, why not just stay on Earth and take care of your children? If he wants that fighting spirit so bad, he could have just stayed there and said, "Someone come and try me." But he decided not to even do that and not to build relationships with his son Gohan or Goten at the same time.
Could have trained him too.
He could have trained.
And made them a lot stronger than what they were. Because
They
Gohan
got pretty strong by fusion and everything, though. Let's be for real.
Yeah, but
They got pretty strong because probably Piccolo.
And this is gonna lead us. This is gonna lead into some shit about Gohan that I feel like everyone should fucking respect. But that's for another fucking time. I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, I want to add this sidebar real quick. Have you noticed that in a lot of anime, like manga, whatever, the dad is always a bad dad for the kid to be super strong? It's like it's like a recipe. Like it's in so many different ones, man.
But let me do this.
I'll just digress from that. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. No, that's a good point. There's but to go back on the Goku, I think I'm gonna go back to the same shit. That's gonna be all right. Don't get your Namekian ass out of here. But I'm just
Don't be dark over there.
all I'm saying is that yes, I think we could blame it a little bit on the genes, man. Even though that's such a cop out, but I think that's definitely a role into Goku's life, or why he's so fleeting with his children. Because yes, you put up a good point, King. Goten never saw his father until he was 6 years old, and after he still sees his son, he's still so focused on fighting than meeting his son.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could do this, man. We can do this.
It still stands though. I bet you if Gohan became like, Super Saiyan Blue before Goku did, Goku would be just beating, like just fighting him all day just to get that same level.
To get stronger.
That's what I'm thinking.
He would.
Yep.
They would go
Every
train
day.
all the time. Actually, both of them probably would have left Earth. If the Goku didn't die, both of those two probably would have left Earth to go somewhere to go train somewhere.
And that's exactly what Vegeta and Goku did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they
right.
bounced.
That is what they did.
So okay, so let's talk about the two main characters of Dragon Ball Z then real quick since we're already here. So the ones that obviously think that Goku's a horrible father, do y'all still think that Vegeta's a better father? Even with all the shit that he's done in the Majin arc, the Buu arc.
Oh no, he's not a good person, but he's a better father.
I'll agree with that. Not a better person, but a better father.
Please
I'll agree,
digress.
because he cares. You can tell he cares about. He still cares about his son Trunks. When he's in trouble, he punched him in the gut just to put him unconscious to let him know, hey, I can't let him get hurt here.
And Goku.
He's father than Goku.
So y'all saying Vegeta's a better father than Goku?
Yes, sir.
But we're not saying Vegeta's a great
But-
father, though.
But we're not saying, we're not saying Goku's a bad father. We're saying Vegeta's a better father.
No, y'all have already expressed
I'll
that
say he's a bad
Goku is a
father.
horrible
Goku.
father.
But I'm saying Vegeta's a better.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced. I went into this conversation on the fence to see who could at least convince me which one. And I kind of leaned towards him being a good father for the fact that he is protecting not only his son, but everybody else too. All these threats that are coming to Earth, he's been the one that can step to the plate and protect him. Because if you think about it, if he didn't do those things, what would he have done? He would have just huddled up in the house with them and wait till it's over? That's not.
My comment for that, Nigel, was he could have just easily stayed on Earth, been wished back, and if threats did come, to protect his family and Earth from those threats. There was no point for him to be gone for 6 whole years, all because he thought he was the problem, that people was coming there. Because like Max made the point that Spopovich and the other guys, the Majin guys, were there regardless of him not being on Earth. He just happened to be at the right time at the right place, unfortunately, and Vegeta just killed a whole side group of people at that point in time too. But that was the point that Max made, was that they were in trouble regardless of him not being there or being there or not.
To rebuttal that, Goku had to leave because he needed to get stronger because he knows way stronger people. The Earthlings weren't strong enough for him to get stronger to push him to the point where he needed to go. And Vegeta would not be where he's at if it wasn't for Goku for his strength level. So at the same time, I'm like, hold it. Goku was still a good father in that sense. He made the hard choice.
So to rebuttal that, did Vegeta not get stronger as well while Goku was gone?
He didn't get as strong as Goku.
That's why he needed the Majin. He needed
But
bullshit.
at the same time, he did get stronger while he was still on Earth, though.
And
He had
Blunt
more.
Ways.
He
But he
used
wouldn't
the
have been able to
options
beat
of
Boo.
being.
He wouldn't have been able to beat Boo. I'm sorry, he wouldn't. They would have lost.
Hell, Goku struggled with Boo. What are we talking about?
That's
He
because
struggled with Boo too.
that was still that same pride in there. You know, they still have that same pride problem.
He could kill Boo at Super Saiyan 3 if he went from the jump, but he was having fun. And that, like, say he can't control his Saiyan.
He couldn't make it
gene.
last long enough, yeah.
He was like,
And
what?
Goku never let Gohan or Goten die. Vegeta let Trunks die. He got shot by Cell. So, who's a better father? The person who lets your kid die or the one who lets your kid live? I'm not sure.
Touche.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
I mean,
You coming out with haymakers. How you gonna do that?
he got beat up, though. I'll say that. It was weird for a little bit. Like, hold up. I mean, but
Fucking Palmer with the fucking left. Where'd that come from?
because I'm tired of this character assassination of Goku. Y'all want hype on Planet Frieza with me. Like, what the fuck?
I'll put it right here, though.
Ungrateful. Y'all watch all these other animes that copied up Dragon Ball Z. Came back, start talking shit about Goku, man. This is insane.
They'll put him back to the same level as Vegeta now.
Well, Vegeta was stronger than Goku for a little bit.
And he was.
Yeah.
He was.
Because he was going up training while Goku wasn't. And Goku was like, hey, Vegeta, you've been training without me? You know, so, that's a thing.
Was that when he was trying to become Saiyan or become a Super Saiyan? Before the androids came?
He didn't go. No, I'm talking about for the Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh shit! You're right. You're right.
Yeah. That was woo.
That was good.
It's questionable stuff.
All right, so we could definitely say that Vegeta and Goku within the we about to wrap it up. Bitch. No, you don't need to do it. This is this moment right here. We could definitely say that Vegeta and Goku definitely have their faults as being father, but Goku definitely hasn't shown enough love. Like, even though it's been a short term for Vegeta when he has his son Trunks, his baby Trunks, not Madai Trunks, not future Trunks. I feel like there was a disconnect for Vegeta and future Trunks, so that's not fair to say, oh yeah, he let his son die, even though it's still biologically his son. or in another timeline, because that's still another confusing thing that's super introduced.
But he still had a reaction.
Yeah, wait, say that again.
He still had a reaction.
Yeah, he still definitely had a reaction. He understood. He grasped that was his son, but he still let that same son get his ass beat before all that too. You know what I mean?
Trained with him too, so he established a bond with him. He trained with him.
He understood the bond. He didn't establish shit.
He's a different type of father. Vegeta, he shows his affection differently than Goku.
He does.
I will say with Future Trunks, part of Future Trunks' problem, he didn't want to listen to Vegeta, like follow Vegeta's. He didn't want to follow Vegeta's role.
He never had a father.
But I know, but he was trained by Gohan, who had a father.
Ooh.
Somewhat.
All right, look, you put
And he was a big fan of Gohan.
Yeah,
he was a big fan of Gohan. He was nice to him as a child. Yeah.
But let's be real, Gohan could have take care of himself. He didn't need a father. He had Chi-Chi, that was a mother and a father.
Usually, it's kind of skips the generation. Like if you grow up without a father, you make a point to be a good father. You know what I mean?
But
so,
I guess Vegeta didn't have
Gohan
that.
was a good father to Trunks
blueprint.
whenever that timeline was established, when he came back. Gohan was a good father to future Trunks, and then he got killed.
And let's be real, Vegeta was a fucked up child too. His father was a jackass too. He understood his son being strong. The only reason why he valued his son is because they were able to read his power level as a baby and understood that Vegeta was special. That's why his father was still threatened by Broly, because Broly, coming out of the womb or in that incubation, was stronger than Vegeta and most Saiyans when they first came out.
So his father did the right thing by sending him.
Got rid of Broly.
He protected his son, technically.
That's that Saiyan mentality, though.
Protect your children, not throw them into fights.
So are we really faulting Goku? Are we faulting Saiyan fathers from Planet Vegeta?
King Vegeta, sits there and banishes people to save his kid. Vegeta, he wants to see his kids be born and all that stuff. Go.
Time out, coach. That's some bullshit. He wanted to preserve his fucking title. He wanted to preserve the fact that the Vegetas, or whatever the fuck their last names were the only ones that are allowed to be the strongest of all Saiyans.
So he wanted to protect.
That's exactly what that was.
He wanted to protect his lineage and his son's lineage.
All right, motherfucker.
I'm just
Because
saying.
what happened when they met? Because Broly was beating on their ass. They had to fuse, so he knew this was coming. But no, they have different love languages, okay? Like, everybody doesn't show affection the same way. Goku showed his affection by saying, I'm going to protect the world you're going to live in by beating these bad guys up. And Vegeta says, I can't do it because I'm not number one. So I'm going to focus more of my energy on an actual dad.
He really trying to get by with that shit.
Dog Vegeta.
But it makes the most sense.
Max, get to it. Max,
Love
get to it,
languages
man.
are real.
He's straight dog Vegeta. He dog Vegeta for real, bro. That was good.
He did dog Vegeta. we look. What we can say is Vegeta was a better father than Goku at a point in time, whether that be in the present or the future or future Trunks, whatnot. But we knew he cared about Trunks because of the fact that he did save his life when he knew he was going to sacrifice himself. Goku probably would let him blow himself up and be like, "Oh, go on, run away."
But
Something like that.
Vegeta was allowed to have that opportunity to become a better dad because Goku beat the bad guy. If Goku wasn't there, they would have died. He wouldn't have the time to be a better dad. Vegeta became a better person because Goku spared him. So none of that happens without him. So if Goku never spared Vegeta, right? Goku would have been a better dad.
Oh no, you're right. Go ahead, keep going.
Because Goku said, "Let him live, Krillin." Krillin was gonna get him. Krillin didn't cheat like that.
Krillin savage as hell.
It's like, Goku, you crazy?
He did the exact same thing with Piccolo. Going back to that, Nigel. No.
Oh, wait.
So why is Gohan soft? Because of Goku's compassion. Why is Trunks always trying to fight for his dad's affection? Because Vegeta wasn't giving it to him for a while. Like, can we talk about abuse and like all the mental manipulation here? We're not talking about that. We're not. We're just talking about the late plus game Vegeta. And like, come on.
A new game plus.
Abusive.
Lord.
I think Damn, I didn't even think about that. But I think I've just realized how much how much value Vegeta has as a character development, and that's where I wanna argue because he has one of the best character development next to Piccolo, because that's another argument that people have, that Piccolo and Vegeta are the exact same person. And fun fact, the English actors speak for both of them. So yeah, they're the exact same person. So people make that joke. It's just Vegeta, just green, or it's just Vegeta. I mean, it's just Piccolo, but saying it's. So I don't know. I think Vegeta has a lot of character development, but as a father, he plays that tsundere card. Like he plays that hard to get, like a tough love shit. And I'm a big advocate of that anyway. So that's never been an issue for me as a father.
What Goku's love? Negligence?
You looking at you good? But I mean, all right. So is anyone else? Do you feel like, because Nigel, I know you feel. I always felt that you were against the whole, Goku being a bad, or you're pro Goku being a bad father. So you're more on the sense of why is Goku a bad father now?
Yeah, I just like to hear both sides. I mean, honestly, the more I think about it, the more I see that he actually has good father qualities in that protection sense. You know what I mean? He leaves a lot of that raising Gohan up to Chi-Chi as far as making sure he goes to school or all that other stuff that we consider
he didn't get
a father figure. Yeah, he didn't get it. Goku's a damn.
You don't care about that shit, though.
All he cares about is fighting. But
yeah,
that's how he was raised, though. That's how he was raised. Let's just put it out there.
That's his thing. You know what I mean? But that doesn't necessarily take away. Just because he loves it so much and he chases it, he has a passion for it. I don't think that's enough to take away from him being a good father to his two sons.
So you're saying that, so I just want to put this in perspective. I saved the world, so Chi-Chi needs to be one to raise the children.
Oh, shit. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what I'm hearing right there.
I'm trying to have female fans. We need female fans for this shit, all right? We're not fucking misogynistic in this view, all right?
I understand what he said. That's what he said. I'm saving the world. You need to take care of the children.
No, I don't think he's actually saying that. I think it's more like Goku was raised. He wasn't in the books or anything like that, so he just knew about fighting in tournaments, and he knew that Chi-Chi, of course she's a human, she had a better upbringing, so he thought that his influence would be bad on his kids.
Did Chi-Chi have a better upbringing, though? Do you remember?
She at least got him in the books. She at least got him in the books, though.
She didn't.
Nigel, can you please pull up Chi-Chi's what she wore as a child in Dragon Ball?
Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
What the fuck is up with the Ox King? First of all, we're talking about fathers. Let's talk about the fucking Ox King letting his child run around.
That's a whole new topic. That's a whole new
Bikini, man.
You got to go back to the writers on that one, man. That was back in the day. You got to go back to the writers on that.
This is DBZ world, bro. We're looking into what the fuck Ox King was thinking of. That's what I want to know.
It was hot, man. Like, it's hot out there.
No, I don't care. Yeah. She's wearing a fucking G-string. What is that?
That's not a G-string, man. She looks like a gymnast. Yo. Don't do that.
Do you see Goku's face?
Goku's like it's about to go down.
Let's go back. Let's wrap this up. Go ahead, Max. Let's finish this.
That was beautiful. That was so well done. All right. Anyways, I think we had some good points, man. I think that was really some good fucking points. But I think I've always been interested in parents in anime and manga. So like they're always either absent, or they're horrible influences, or you're always trying to be better. Because like one of us is still getting into Hunter x Hunter, and that's the epitome of what that whole series is about, from the main character Gon. So there's always something. Parents are always something, or usually something, especially in shonen, to a progression level or a reason behind why you are who you are, which is real life, right? We can all relate with that. Our parents influence our lives to an extreme. That's who we look up to when we grow, and we want to be better than when we get older.
You said Gon?
Gon, yeah, Gon.
From Hunter x Hunter, yep.
Yeah, Hunter x. Oh God.
Jesus.
Bitch out my face.
No, but that was the point I was making earlier about like the theme of anime or manga is that the father figure is off somewhere doing some ridiculous stuff, and then the kid or the son gets stronger because of that, because they're chasing them to become great or do whatever.
Yeah, I
theme.
think when the creators or whichever creator, they definitely have that in mind, because like I said, there's a huge defining factor for children psychologically when it comes to progression, when it comes to growth, when it comes to power, when it comes to stability, and you know the regular foundation of when you grow, what you're taught anyways by an actual parent.
Well, they can't have these adventures, you know, if their parents are around. So, you know, that's the whole thing. You know,
that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense because they're in a lot of danger. Just like Gon, as we showed the pedophile up here a minute ago, you know, constant danger.
No, I'm playing.
Constant. So yeah, I think it's a weird thing.
God dang it.
No, I think it's a constant weird thing because you can see that in even American TV shows or those old tales like Peter Pan. It's another one that's wild like that. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah,
all the Disney ones. Yeah.
On the spot, it's kind of hard to think of. But no, I think we did pretty good. I think saying all a lot.
Yeah,
I think
you
Goku.
just got rap.
Yeah. I think Goku. Me personally, I think Goku is a questionable father, and I think this discussion has helped at least give me more of a better. Because like I said, I came in thinking that Goku's a shitty father. I've always been a Goku stan growing up, and when he was the first to turn Super Saiyan, spoiler, if he was the first to turn Super Saiyan, you should all know by now. It became such a monumental moment, so I've always stan him, but getting older and having a life of my own, you know, with life and meeting someone, you have children of your own, you realize, yo, Goku was a shitty dad. Or at least the way you look at it, like, he let his son be a protector of Earth at the age of 11 after he took a bad guy, could have took him to a whole nother planet, but instead took him to King Kai's. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me.
He's not good at bad decisions.
Yeah. But you know, I think Dragon Ball Z, like any other show, especially the old ones, creators think of what they think of, and there's certain plot holes, or they present their characters in a certain way that, you know, at a young age, they're, oh, it's so cool. So, I think this was a good discussion, fellas. I appreciate this. Y'all have anything else that y'all want to chime in for?
For Goku?
Goku or shit, dads in general in anime.
That's a whole new subject. That's a whole.
Hey, look, that's why I said that was a sidebar for me. I was like, I can go down in the deep end on that. Like, there's a lot of bad dads in anime.
Is that another to be continued? Like on top of that, like y'all, my bad. Y'all want another to be continued?
Let me make something for you for that.
I would do best anime dad. That could be another episode. Since we did Goku's a bad one, we could do who is the best anime dad, and we all got an expensive.
Oh, that's research.
Because Father's Day is coming up, what, next month?
Oh.
Something like that?
Oh, damn.
That'd be a good episode. That. Yeah. I mean, like I said, best anime dad has to go down. And,
we'll do that for Father's Day.
All right.
On the books.
Yeah.
Do that for Father's Day.
Is Goku a candidate?
You know what? If y'all don't want to,
you know. Piccolo's going to be my candidate. Piccolo's a candidate. Piccolo.
What'd you ask? What'd you say?
I'm going to go Naruto.
Really? I'm going to go with Hanma Yujiro.
I was just about to say Baku.
Yeah, that's another topic. We can brainstorm on that one, and that'll be another episode.
Yeah. Like, that could either be a Father's Day special, or, you know, we can do it for the next episode, for next week. Oh, yeah, for the ones that are watching, we're trying to make this a 2-day, two out of the week type of thing. So, right now the schedules are for Tuesdays and Thursdays if y'all care. But the way what we post is when we post. So, you know, we're still trying to get all our scheduling together when we can meet up. So far, we're doing pretty good. But this has only been the second episode with the people that actually want to be involved. And once again, I appreciate it, fellas. So with that debate, I think we did pretty good, man. I think we did pretty good. And
I agree.
I guess we'll wrap it up. We'll wrap it up here. I know the last video was long as fuck, but for the ones, the real ones that follow us through this, I know y'all watched the whole minute and 31. If you did, we really do appreciate that. But yeah, we'll end it right here. Thanks again. Episode 3 of Media Marauders. This is Max, and then you guys speak. King, Mr. James, Palmer, Nigel,
Yep.
Mr. Thomas. We're signing out. We're gonna do a better job of this. We're only doing this video stuff because of the COVID, but we're really thinking of coming together once everything ends and actually being all in one room without coughing on each other and getting each other sick. So this is Media Marauders out. Thanks again. Please subscribe and comment and
Like
and share.
subscribe.
like
and
subscribe and
Click like and subscribe, right? Click like subscribe.
yeah, click like and subscribe.
You gotta be
Just
more
so-
passionate.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry. I'm just not good with this. Someone else has to do this part. It makes me feel really awkward. But yes, click subscribe, like, all that above. Thank you so much, everyone. Y'all have a good night. Peace.